Good morning, third graders. Welcome to another Richmond Math lesson. I'm Mrs. Yeager. Today we're doing Unit 7, Lesson 18, and our learning target today is I can solve word problems about perimeter. But first, let's do our joke. Why did the teddy bear say no to the dessert? Give up? Because she was stuffed. How silly. So the materials we need today are 24 squares. And remember I said on Tuesday that you could use blocks, you could use Legos, you could use Post-it notes, or you could cut up a cereal box. You also need a pencil, paper, and some grid paper. So if you want to get those things together real quick, you can pause me. Fabulous. Let's look at our learning target one more time. I can use square units to create various figures with the same area, but different perimeters. Do you remember when we started that we did this activity with the piece of paper and we had one square piece of paper and then we cut it into a funny shape and we found out that that same piece of paper now had a different perimeter. So that's what we're going to be doing today. We're going to be looking into that a little bit more. So take 18 of your squares. So whether you use your Legos or whether you cut up squares or whatever you're using, use 18 of them to build as many rectangles that you can. So they are going to be arrays. So pause for a minute and try to build as many rectangles as you can, only using 18 squares. Okay, let's look at some of them that you might have built. Well, the first one that I have here is one layer of 18. So on my grid paper, I would want to draw a 1 by 18. Just like this. Not perfect, but close enough. So let me think first, because I said that word array, let me think first about what the multiplication sentence is that I see in this array. Well, I see 1 times 18, or I could say 18 times 1, and they all equal 18, right? Wonderful. So I know that the area is 18 square units, but now I need to think about what the perimeter is. So I know it is 1 by 18, and on this side it's also 1 and 18. So it has 4 sides. So I would know that I would add 1 plus 1 plus 18 plus 18. And I see a double here that I know 1 plus 1 is 2. And I know that 2 plus 8 makes 10. So 2 plus 18 would make 20. Now I just have 20 plus 18, and I have 38. So am I done? Not quite, because I have to say it's 38 what? And in this case, we'll say the perimeter is going to be 38 units, because I don't know whether your units are inches, 2 inches, or whatever. So we'll just say it's 38 units. Wonderful. Let's look at another array or rectangle that you might have made. This one, once again, I only used 18 square units, but now I made an array of 2 and 9. Because, let me think about my multiplication problems. I know that 2 times 9 equals 18. Or I could say 9 times 2 equals 18. So I want to model that, what I'm built, onto my grid paper. And so now I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There is my model. Now I need to find the perimeter. So I know that it is 2 times 9. And I know that to find it, I'm going to have to add up all 4 sides. So I have 2 plus 2 plus 9 plus 9. Well, I see my doubles here. I know that 2 plus 2 is 4, and 9 plus 9 is 18. So I can say 18 plus 4 is 22, but I'm not done. I have to say the unit. So this time we're going to just say 22 units. Okay. So look at that. The area is still 18 square units, but now the perimeter is 22 units. Wonderful. Let's look at another one that you might have made. Still, I have 18 squares, 18 square units, but look at what I made now. Now I have a rectangle or an array of 3 times 6, 3 up and down and 6 across. Let's think about our multiplication problems. I know that 3 times 6 equals 18. And I know that 6 times 3 equals 18. Wonderful. Well, I need to show what I did on my grid. So there's 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There, I'm going to make sure that I drew it onto the grid because I always want to represent what I did with my manipulatives, which are my square units that I'm using. So now let's go back and let's talk about what we have. How am I going to find the perimeter? Well, I know it's 3 over here. And so on this side, what would it be? It would also be 3 units. And so if the top is 6, at the bottom, it's also 6. Okay. So what do I need to do to find the perimeter? I'm going to have to do 3 plus 3 plus 6 plus 6. And I see my 3 plus 3 is 6. 6 plus 6 is 12. And then I can do 6 plus 12 equals 18. But I still have to make sure I make it in my unit. So I'm going to say that the perimeter is 18 units. Wonderful. Well, I'm going to give you a little bit of a challenge. And, oh, well, first we'll look at this. So this is amazing. My first figure had 18 square units and a perimeter of 38 units. My second one had an area of 18 square units, but it had an area, a perimeter of 22 units. And my last one had an area of 18 square units, but a perimeter of 18 units. So that reminds me of what we did at the beginning, where we started with one piece of paper, but we changed the perimeter. Still the same piece of paper. On all of these, I still have 18 square units, but I was able to change the perimeter. So I know you have some other exercises to do at home, but I'm going to give you one challenge exercise. So look at this one. It still has an area of 18 square units, but can you tell what the perimeter is? Pause for a moment and see if you can count. What is the perimeter on this? Okay, let's check it. So here, I'm going to use a different color. I'm going to count each block. So the perimeter would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. So even though it has an area of 18 square units, the perimeter is 22 units. So our learning target today was I can use square units to create various figures with the same area, but different perimeters. Thank you again for joining me today, and I'll see you next time. Bye.